Okay, I am overwhelmed of what's going on, and I can't comprehend of what these two could have easily just be a lot smarter than this. But then again, one side is basically justifiable, but in my opinion, I'm on the fence on this one. And here is the court case of Scarlett Johansson versus Disney. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Hearing Scott Joe suing Disney on the news seems a bit out of nowhere. But for whatever reason, I don't know where to begin with this. I get that Disney has been breaching her contract, but then again, how is they breaching their contract? But then again, it wasn't Disney's fault that the pandemic happened, and she should know that. But for the exact reason that Scarlett Johansson is doing is the same way that Peggy Lee did for Lady and the Tramp. And here's why. She sued Disney for the release of home media releases, aka VHS releases. But then again, how is she not suing Disney about the CD releases as well? You know, the ones that releases music, if anyone remembers. But if there is such a thing that Peggy could have done, yet she is not alive, she could have easily sued Disney for the Blu-ray releases again. But for whatever reason, she could have easily sued Disney for the release of Lady and the Tramp on streaming. So, if anything, can it be done with streaming? For one hand, Disney managed to do it for their past content on the library, and for the future content of their streaming service, Disney Plus. I think it would work because it would be a safer option for anyone. Sure, the safest option could mean destructive for anybody in the film industry, let alone cinema history, because of streaming service, it'll not only lead to the end of cinematic theaters and television altogether. And now here's one question. How and why can streaming service would damage the actors' way of performing their movies and TV shows? And with Scar Joe, for example, I get that this movie has been like delayed for 3 times, I believe. It all started in the May of 2020 until the pandemic happens, for leading everyone to be in quarantine. So, with that in mind, it was put on hold and literally leaving out the TV shows that were released at the time on Disney Plus, like WandaVision, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Well, even though it's previously Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and currently Loki. And with its upcoming projects coming into Disney Plus, so expect for those to happen. But when Black Widow just got released not only in theaters and Disney Plus on Premier Access, which I'd rather see it in theaters because why not? A Marvel movie could be easily seen in theaters, especially the Marvel Cinematic Universe can do it right. So, the sad part about it is that the movie only garnered $343,612,045 worldwide, making it number 5 globally, and in total for regionally of $167,066,862, making it number 2 nationally. And for Disney Plus, and get this, it made $6 million on Disney Plus. And Disney say that they're not combining the ad revenue for not only in theaters but in Disney Plus. And I don't know if it's sad or it would make sense. Because, again, I'm on the fence on the opinion on how streaming services would work, and it would be a safer option for anyone. And I get that not a lot of people would actually just pay the premiere access just so they can get the film ahead of time. But again, there are numerous of options now, not just the not just the streaming service option or the theoretical option. And I'm gonna reference the box office revenue one more time because one thing for sure, with a budget of $200 million, they could have easily made like $400 million to basically cancel out the budget. Sure, it seems like they're earning their money back, but it's hard to come by if Black Widow is not making any more. But then again, if you combine the revenue of Disney Plus while the theater revenue, it could easily go over $400 million. So even if it canceled the budget out, but is it really sad that ScarJo is basically asking a little more out of like the theater revenue instead of, I don't know, actually change the contract? I mean, it would be too late for her to change the contract, but that was my opinion. Yet I get that my little brother was saying that her words are justifiable, but at the same time, I think she could have changed her contract a lot more earlier or asked for a change. And for whatever reason, I don't know, it seems a bit embarrassing to see ScarJo like this. And even Kevin Feige was embarrassed to see her like this. But again, whatever they're doing, they're just going to do it privately. So it's none of our concerns for right now, and let them handle it. So with that in mind, thank you for listening to my video, and I hope everything will turn out great with not only ScarJo, but also with Disney. Anyway, I am Aka Red Rob Ranger from Red Rob Likes Disney Studios, here to remind you that Disney means believing to believe that if there is such thing as a contract, you better proofread everything. Anyway, be sure to perform your YouTube essentials, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, follow my social media accounts, and hope to catch you all later. So see ya, Disney Mania!
You know what's about to happen.